Hello, everybody. We got a preview to do today, and as it says in the description, this is the one for the Portland Hearts of Pine, as they'll be hosting Union Omaha on Wednesday. Now, Portland is in another. Let's just put it this way: their fans are in some deep depression. I'm in some deep depression with this team because every single time they find another way to painfully lose. They're not on the road this time, which has been an Achilles heel of this Portland Hearts team. Portland Hearts of Pine team this year. I might just start calling them the Hearts to stop getting a tongue twister. Their record coming into this game is 5 wins, 5 draws, 6 losses. So, again, it's not good. It's not good. They sit currently 10th in the not the division, the conference standings, if you want to say it that, because they all play one conference. And they've played more games than a lot of the teams that are in front of them. The only team that they haven't is, I believe, I'd have to go look at it again, but basically the point I'm making is you can't be losing games and expect to keep pace with the teams in front of you. That's the point I'm making. Like, one of the teams that they had a chance to gain ground on was Boise, Idaho, because that was a team they still had a game and make up on them. They lose in humiliating fashion. For neutral, it was a great game, a great ending to the game. For Hearts fans, like, we've seen this shit before, and we're kind of sick of seeing it. So, going into this game, they're playing Union Omaha. Union Omaha is one of the top teams in USL 1. They have been for a long time. They're the ones who won the whole thing in 2024. Yes, they were the 2024. They won the playoffs, won the whole cup. So they're kind of like the darlings of the USL 1. Now, this year they still are. They're currently second in the whole entire standings. Their record is, I want to make sure I say it right, 10 wins, 2 draws, 5 losses. I'm looking at if you're wondering what I'm looking at, it's my cheat grid that I have. So you would think, looking at their records, okay, Union Omaha sitting second, Portland's sitting 10th, so this should be a very tough game for Portland. And on the surface, yes, considering what Portland went through the last time they played on Friday. But when you go down deeper into the game, you start to understand that it doesn't really feel that way. And I'll explain why. So, everyone knows that Fitzpatrick Stadium for Portland Hearts of Pine is a fortress. It's a tough place to play. This year, Portland, even though they've had their ineptitude on the road is unquestioned. At home, they're pretty good. 3 wins, 3 draws, only the 1 loss, and they've only conceded 7 goals. They've scored 11. They've only conceded 7. They're a very tough place to play, and it's very hard to score against, unless you have a set piece, and then Portland will just allow you to score it well. That's kind of the main problem with Portland as well. With Union Omaha, though, their Achilles heel is also on the road. They have a losing record on the road. Like, even though I just told you their record is 10, 2, and 5, that was their overall record, which is pretty good. They 3 wins, 0 draws, 5 losses. All 5 of their losses are on the road. And it's gotten to the point where they're struggling to even just score on the road. And I'm talking about just league games, by the way. Because, yes, they beat Forward Madison on the road in the USL Cup game that they had 4-3. I'm not including that because that's not a league game. I'm only counting the league games that they're playing. That's how I'm fair to everybody. I don't count cup games when it comes to streaks. So, they've actually been shut out in 3 straight games. In the month of June alone, they did not score a goal on the road. That's how bad it got. The last time they scored on the road was May 27th in league play, and that was at New York Cosmos. Portland should be familiar with them because that's a team that they can handily beat, and it seems like the only one. That was a 2-1 win. That is the last time Union Omaha has scored on the road and also won. Both those things happened. So when I look at this game tomorrow night between Portland Hearts of Pine and Union Omaha, I go, okay, Portland's been a good defensive team. Union Omaha has been a team that struggles immensely on the road. This could be a good thing for Portland. And if you look at their history, they've only played 4 times, but their record is pretty good. Portland's is 1 win, 2 draws, 1 loss. Against a Union Omaha team, like I said, is kind of the darling of USL 1. That's a good record. They did play earlier in the season in a 2-2 draw in a game where Portland had a surprising 2-0 lead in Union Omaha, who hasn't lost at home, I should remind you. And they had it, and then they decided to play turtle defense, allow Union Omaha to pepper them, and they eventually would tie the game on basically the last kick. So that was a game Portland should have won. Sounds like a theme this year where Portland should have won a game and it's either come out as a draw or a loss. So Portland can compete with them. Can they get across the finish line and get the 3 points is the question. That is the main thing. You're playing Union Omaha at home away from Omaha, which has been their fortress. So now you're home. But it's going to come down to 3 players. Actually, 2 players and an entire back line, I should say, to determine if Portland is going to do it. So, Ollie Wright is the first player. He always comes up every week. Can Ollie Wright carry this team? It has been feast or famine with him, and that's kind of how the team has gone as well. When he's not producing, the team's not producing. A lot of teams have figured out if we can take Ollie Wright away, there's really nothing there offensively to get them going. That's why when you lost Kamada, or no, I said Kamada, I'm thinking Crystal Palace. You know what I mean. I don't know why I said that. When we lost him, that was a huge blow. Now, I understand we got Gonzalez on loan from Houston Dynamo 2. Again, I'm trying to remember these MLS teams is ridiculous. We got him on a loan, and he looks good. I thought he was kind of hit or miss bad. I thought that entire right side was bad against Boise. But we'll see if he can fill in for that. Another player that has to have a big game is Hunter Morse. That is the big one. Hunter Morse has to be huge. Now, again, I'm predicting he's going to start and it's not going to be Oladipo. That's what I'm saying. I'm predicting it's Morse. Morse he had a strong start of the year, and then the game against Corpus Christi kind of set me off a little because he's gone downhill since then. So, again, he had a good game against Boise until he didn't. So, I hope things start to turn around with him. And then the back line. I don't care who it is. Again, it's the same thing I said before the Boise game. Evans, Faye, Mohammed, Drake. I mean, that entire back line. Your communication's got to be better, guys. Like, come on. That game against Boise, yes, you should have lost the game. But it was all because Boise couldn't finish, and then you literally just handed the game to him on a platter twice. Like, that's the problem. That's the huge problem with Portland. Is they've had too many times where the back line, the miscommunication has left openings for their opponents, especially on the road. And on free kicks. I should also mention on free kicks where it doesn't seem like they know what they're doing. So going into this game, again, I'm not giving you any flashy stuff. I'm just telling you what my feelings are with this team. I think Portland has a chance to take points in this game. I think they can take 3 points from Union Omaha because they struggle immensely on the road, and they haven't scored since May on the road. But I'm not going to sit here and say I'm putting my stamp of approval and I'm picking Portland in this game. Because Portland, under Bobby Murphy, and I've already said that I think they need to go in a different direction with the new coach. They need a new voice in that locker room. It's because of him I'm not confident. But we will see what happens Wednesday night. Again, it's a 7 o'clock kickoff. If I had to go with a prediction in this game, and I have been thinking about this before I hit the record button on this, I think I might go with a low-scoring game here, because like I said, both teams kind of inept at scoring right now. If there's going to be a winner, I think it's going to be a late winner, because that's how I feel like every game that Fitzpatrick there is. So I'm going to go 2-1 Portland. I don't know who's going to get the winner, though. That's the thing. I don't know who's going to get the winner. But this is what I will say on this. I think because I predicted Portland to win, that tells me, okay, I think Ollie Wright's going to get an assist or a goal in this game. We'll see what happens, though, in this game. Like I said, it's a 7 o'clock game tomorrow, Wednesday the 22nd. So that game will be on ESPN Plus or whatever it is called now. So that's all I got for this. Like I said, this is just my thoughts on the state of Portland right now. Give a little info on them. Not much. But yeah, so that's what I got for the preview for the Portland Omaha game. I hope you all take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. I will see you next time.